So we're really gonna do this?
Yes, why not?
Okay. All right.
I mean, if nothing else, it's a good experiment. Things were invented off of creativity on the fly like this.
All right. Our first ever video podcast. Take one.
Take one. We're potting.
Okay. All right. So the something about a Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. I'm terrible, ain't I?
That's okay.
If the screen doesn't tell me the name, I'm screwed.
I'll take a number 2 with cheese.
No, I'm one of the people that they made the cash registers with the pictures of the food items on them for people like me.
Yeah. How do you give change?
It tells me. It tells me how.
I like to go in there, and if your bill's like $5.62, give them like $12.39 and just watch them. Just the gears change. Just, I need to get my manager with the paper hat.
Okay.
All right. You want me just to play, or are we gonna?
No, we're gonna talk.
We're talking. We're talking now.
Yes. Well, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
This is podcasting at its finest.
This is podcasting 101.
Oh.
Okay. For anyone out there who's trying to think, how will I do a podcast?
Right here. Go to podcast.com/WOVK.
And the title of this clip is How Not to Do This.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the song is playing, it's fading, blah, blah, blah. Something about a Sunday? Okay, sorry. You ready?
Yeah.
Game face.
Game face. I'm in.
Okay. 98.7 Country, WOVK, with Ira Dean and Something About a Sunday. Brand new song from Mr. Dean, and thank you for joining us, Ira.
Well, thanks for playing it. You're like the first to play it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You're first.
Wow, we're
I'll never forget my first.
It's like the Subaru commercial.
Yeah.
Well, Ira Dean, most people know you from your days as the flamboyant bass player of Trick Pony.
Yeah, back in I left Trick Pony 4 years ago. Matter of fact, we were talking off the air. If it wasn't for this town, Wheeling, West Virginia, there wouldn't be a Trick Pony because me and Keith met here. I was playing for Tanya Tucker. Keith was playing for Joe Diffie. And
Jamboree in the Hills.
Jamboree in the Hills. That's where it all started.
Would have been early 90s?
That was in 94, 95, and then we finally put it together in 96.
Well, it's really, here's something really scary.
Mm-hmm.
94, 95 was my first Jamboree in the Hills.
Wow.
Here, as an employee.
Really?
Yeah.
See? Coincidence? I think not.
But no, so you guys hooked up and started talking.
Yeah, we started talking about it, and then I thought, seriously, he was like, me, I've always been like dressed like this, and he's always been the cowboy guy. And he goes, we find a girl singer, and this is before the Dixie Chicks, there was no trios. He goes, I want to get a girl singer like a country Fleetwood Mac. And I said, with me like this and you like that, we're like an Indian and a cop away from being the Village People. I don't think it'll work.
So how'd you find Heidi?
Heidi was singing around town, and actually Keith's ex-wife had a girl party, and Heidi was there, and Keith's ex-wife said, I think you'd be perfect for this band. You have any demos? And so Keith heard the demo and just loved it, and thought it brought a whole new level with her playing harmonica and stuff, and it came out, it was just meant to be, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. Who knows?
And you guys had a heck of a run.
Yeah, 12 years.
Yeah, no doubt. And of course, we had you guys here in the theater.
Yeah.
October 30th, 2004.
You got a memory like a...
No, I looked it up.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, God.
And Jamboree in the Hills the following July.
Yeah.
The 14th of July, 2005.
I know. I got to get back to Jamboree in the Hills, and you got to open the theater back up, because that's just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It kills me.
Well, one step at a time,
Baby steps.
Yes.
First podcast. Then
okay.
theater.
If podcast is the key to this all coming together...
Coincidence? I think not.
No, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of folks, and I admit I was one of them, don't know what to expect from Ira Dean on his own.
Well, I really didn't.
All we know, the picture in our head is you spinning that bass.
I know. That's kind of the picture I had in my head when I started this record. That's why it took a while. I took 3 years just sitting back and making sure I made the best record that, kind of, an honest record that I lived and because a lot of people know me, and that's me, the crazy guy on stage, but there's also a serious side of me, and and so I wanted all that to reflect on this album. So there's some rowdy stuff on there, and there's some also some really serious stuff on there. You know, when I lost my dad, November 7th of 07, you know, that's kind of why I walked away from Trick Pony in January and took some time off and went to Eddie Montgomery's house in Kentucky. And just started writing songs and just started writing real stuff instead of thinking about radio and I started getting really lucky with cuts. Everybody started cutting my stuff.
Give us some examples. What do we not know as Ira Dean records?
One in Every Crowd by Montgomery Gentry.
Okay.
Feeling Like That, Gary Allen. Trace Atkins' new title track to his album, Proud to Be Here. I wrote that with Chris Wallen and Aaron Barker. Golly. Joe Nichols. I've had Joe Nichols cuts. Chris Young. I've had a bunch of them out there. I'm trying to think of who's all. I got the gold records on my wall, so I'm thinking down my hallway. But yeah, I've been Zilla. I've been lucky. I've been really blessed.
Yeah.
I've been really, you
Wow.
know, it just trying to make things rhyme. But I kind of I just started telling my story to chords and hoping they would rhyme at the end, and it started getting good. It started
Wow.
really getting good instead of overthinking things.
Okay, so Ira Dean,
Mm-hmm.
solo artist.
Solo artist.
What do you got for us here? We played. Well, so I'm hoping it's the first single, right?
Something About a Sunday. Yes, we
Okay.
just shot the video. Mel Tillis is in the video with me.
Wow.
He's my neighbor out there in Nashville.
Okay.
We get thrown in jail together, and then we had the video. No, he's in the video. We get thrown in jail quickly in the video. It's a pretty honest, truthful.
So this isn't Life Imitates Art.
This is pretty dead on. It's something
You've been in jail with Mel Tillis?
No, never.
Okay.
We've come pretty dang close though. I ain't gonna lie. Thank God the cops know us out there in Ashland City. But
What do you want to play for
I'll
us?
play something up tempo. This is the thing I wrote with David Lee Murphy and Kim Tribble. There's a little gas station by my house where gas hit $4 a gallon.
Okay.
And the gas station sign said unleaded $4 a gallon. And underneath it said Milwaukee's Best Ice, $3.99 a 6-pack. And I realized that beer was cheaper than gas, so we wrote this thing. So it goes like this. $2 shy of a $5 bill. Last mile I pushed my truck uphill. About hurt me. Left the truck by the pump right where I parked it. Walked through the doors of the Last Chance Market. Mercy, man, I was thirsty. The guy behind the counter said, "What's it gonna be?" I said, "I don't know, man, you tell me." It's a gallon of gas or a cold 6-pack. One goes in my tank, one comes in a sack. Makes life complicated when they cost the same. Oh, it ain't no fun to do without one, but I do a lot of walking if my motor don't run. It's a tough old choice to make, if you know what I mean. It's either beer or gasoline. I could feel that video camera watch me, checking out the sale on the old Milwaukee. $3 to my name. That cooler had every brand known to man. Tall boys bottles in aluminum cans. Oh, what a shame. It's getting pretty bad when you finally discover it all comes down to either one or the other. It's a gallon of gas or a cold 6-pack. One goes in my tank, one comes in a sack. Makes life complicated when the cost the same. Oh, it ain't no fun to do without one, but I do a lot of walking if my motor don't run. It's a tempo choice to make, if you know what I mean. It's either beer or gasoline. I can see where this is headed, Wheeling, and I'm tired of talking. Cold beer unleaded. I'm walking. It's a gallon of gas or a cold 6-pack. One goes in my tank, one comes in a sack. Makes life complicated when the cost the same. Oh, it ain't no fun fun to do without one, but I do a lot of walking if my motor don't run. It's a tough old choice to make, if you know what I mean. It's either beer or gasoline. It's either beer or gasoline. It's a gallon of gas or a cold six-pack. One goes in my tank, one comes in a sack. Well, it ain't no fun to do without one, but I do a lot of walking if my motor don't run. It's either beer or gasoline. It's either beer or gasoline, y'all. I'm walking. Thank you. Thank you, podcast.
Okay, 2 observations.
Yeah.
Number 1, I was waiting for you to spin the 6-string around.
Yeah, it's hard to do and keep time.
Yeah, I know, and play the whole way through.
Yeah.
Number 2, it's almost a don't drink and drive song. If you can't drink and drive.
There you go. You got to do one or the other.
Yeah.
You can't consume and cruise.
You shouldn't anyway.
No, you shouldn't.
Right.
Or you'll end up in jail like Mel Tillis and me in the video.
Okay. I don't even want to know what you went to jail for.
No, I didn't go to jail, really. It's in the video.
Okay,
but
what...
Something about a Sunday is just really honest, and it's...
What are you in jail for in the video?
It never shows. It just... It talks about...
So you leave that up to people's imaginations?
Yeah. With Mel Tillis, it would probably be Public Drunk with me and Mel together. But, it's just that the Something About a Sunday was such an honest song, and I just wanted to show, kind of, I lived that song. I lived every breath of it.
Right.
And
well, this is your this is a job application. You're applying for the hearts and minds of the listener, and you're introducing yourself to them.
Yeah, and I want it to be honest. I just want them to know that I'm not up there singing somebody else's story. I want it to, if they listen to this album from start to finish,
they're getting
they pretty much know who I am.
They're getting pure Ira.
Yeah, it's nothing fabricated. It's nothing. I'm the same guy.
Wow.
They're not going to show up at my house.
Pure distilled Ira.
Pure distilled.
Is that even legal?
I don't think it is. I don't think it's good. Pure distilled Ira doesn't sound good.
Depends on what you're mixing it with.
Yeah. But yeah, if you mix it with moonshine, it might be good.
Really?
I don't know. Everything's good with moonshine. Jello.
Oh my goodness. All right. What else you got for us? No sense you digging the guitar for one. You don't have one of those electronic things that tunes for you?
I do on my phone, but it's over there. I just do it by ear. Because we're podcasting. See, I go the extra mile for you.
Wow. And by the way, if this works out, this may actually be our first ever video podcast.
Man,
we'll put it up on the website on the Morning Madness page at WOVK.com.
I don't need that kind of pressure. Don't get
Too late.
I'm sweating. This is a song we talked earlier about me losing my dad in November.
So this is the serious side.
Yeah, this is very serious. I wrote this with Eddie. He was nice enough. It's just like the Tracy Lawrence song. You find out who your friends are. And,
okay.
This
and Eddie Montgomery.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a true pal. I got 70 acres out there, and I bought the house across the street from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he moved me to town. He was a guitar player, and he was my best friend and everything. He was just everything to me. So when he passed, Eddie was kind of worried about me being on the farm by myself. So he told me to get my butt out there to Kentucky to get away from everything. So I stayed out there with him for a little bit, and we wrote this thing, and it became part of my record. I probably couldn't have had a record without it. Whiskey, I'd have another shot to take the edge off, make the hurting stop. A little hair of the dog to lift the fall. Been up for weeks, down to skin and bone. Hell to look at me. swear I just tied one on. Oh, but alcohol ain't my problem at all. No, I'm still hungover you. I can't stop my hands from shaking, 'cause they don't wanna turn you loose. Caught between a headache and a heartache in this hell I'm going through. I'm still hungover, still hungover. Bloodshot eyes and a pounding head, pulled up a piece of floor right beside your bed. No, I'm not strong enough to give you up. No, I'm still hungover you. I can't stop my hands from shaking, 'cause they don't wanna turn you loose. Caught between a headache and a heartache in this hell I'm going through. I'm still hungover you. I'm still hungover you. Still hungover. I can't stop my hands from shaking, 'cause they don't wanna turn you loose. Caught between a headache and a heartache in this hell I'm going through. I'm still hungover, still hungover. I'm still hungover, still hungover.
Wow.
Thanks.
That, you cover the whole spectrum there, don't you, sir?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like I said,
Yeah.
it's
Something that's near and dear to your heart.
yeah. The up tempos are as real as the ballads, and
Wow.
so that's why it kind of took a while to
Yeah.
sort these songs out, because I've written so many songs over the last 3 years. I just wanted to write 10 or 11 or 12 or
To
90s.
represent you?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't want to get up there and be a...
Awesome. What was the
Singing
name
half.
of that, by the way? You never did introduce it.
Oh, it's called Hungover You.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
my dad.
suspected that from listening to it.
Yeah, Prentice Owen Dean. Rest his soul.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And sorry for your loss, sir.
And we talked. Sorry for your loss, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same year, actually.
I know, it's crazy. Crazy
Wow.
times.
Well, it's great to see you getting back out there.
Man, it's great to be back out. And
No doubt about it.
It's fun.
And actually, to backtrack for a minute to our conversation before we even got started with this today, you're not a stranger to this area, even above and beyond the Trick Pony shows.
No.
I mean, we don't even know how many times you've been to Jamboree in the Hills.
Oh, my God.
With one act or another.
Yeah.
How many years were you with Tanya Tucker?
3 years with Tanya. I probably came up here with Johnny and June and the Carter family, if they ever did it, because I was on the road with those guys.
They did it, but it was way earlier than that.
Yeah, I was with him in 89, 90.
It would have
81.
been probably a decade earlier than that.
Okay, then I wasn't here with him.
Okay.
And I was for a while there. I was like, with every new act that somebody signed, I got the gig with them for like I would go on the radio tour, and then I'd do like the Jamboree in the Hills, the opening stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, this is not when we pulled in here. I was like, I know that bridge. So this town's like it's like a second home. It's a great town.
Yeah, no doubt.
I hope to get back out here and do Jamboree in the Hills with myself. Well, with the people in the crowd too.
Dude, Jamboree in the Hills. You keep that up, you go blind.
Yes. Well, I'm over here.
Anyway. So, Ira Dean, solo. I'm sure you have websites, you have social networking, all the things you'd like to...
IraDean.com, Facebook, all
Okay.
that stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
Ira Dean.
That's where folks can find more. And we're looking at January as the release date of the new single?
Invest in a real IRA. That's what I say. Yes.
Okay.
That's self
Wow.
promotion. That's horrible. I'm
you
sorry.
really think,
I take that back.
All right.
That is so bad.
Okay, the
Godzilla,
marketing people,
erase
send that back to the marketing people. They
Okay.
need to polish that some more.
Well, I was on Ambien when I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought it up and wrote it down. I couldn't read it when I wrote it, but...
Oh my goodness. So you're not sure what it said anyway?
No, it looked like that.
All right. So January for the street date on the single.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a target date for the CD?
I don't know. We would, I don't know exactly
Okay.
how that works. I'm kind of new to the company. I don't know how they do it. I just hope that people like Something About a Sunday, and so that it forces them to release the album sooner than later.
Oh. So
Otherwise-
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't know if there wasn't a master plan in
I
place
don't know, Tony.
already.
What's the master plan?
Probably late spring, early summer.
Late spring, early summer.
Okay. Huh.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a
Well,
plan.
it takes a while for the songs to get out there to people know that.
Yeah, to get
There-
some traction,
get
get
some traction.
people going, oh my God, Ira's back,
Yeah, I put it
Yeah.
out right now, but nobody would buy it because they haven't until now. They heard Something About a Sunday.
Yeah.
So, but you can go to iTunes.
Well, and they
you
heard
get-
these other two songs too.
Yeah, Beer Gasoline's on iTunes right now. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Is that on the album?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's on the albums.
So what does the label think of you sneaking tracks out here before the album's out?
I don't know. I don't think they know until right now.
Make-
Hey, guess what?
Make music to share it.
Yeah, I like that quote. They
What's
said
that?
they make music to share it. So that's
Okay.
why I went over there. I mean, Barbarica, Tony, and Colt Ford and Montgomery Gentry. It's a great label, and it's like the
Yeah, because there are labels that at this point you'd already have the cease and desist letter
probably
after mentioning it just now.
yes. So
Huh.
the inmates are running the asylum over there. It's kind of nice.
Well, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hand things over from the creative people to the bean counters, you're in trouble.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience.
So was I.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. Ira Dean, thank you for
Hey, I
making
wanna
this a
thank you.
stop on your little adventure.
Seriously, thanks a lot, and thanks for playing that and
Hey, no problem.
and let me play on the air. You didn't have to do that. I'm glad you did, and I won't forget it. And anytime you need.
Well, you know what? We have to actually, the people you met in TJ's
Yes.
didn't believe you were really you,
Yeah.
and now they'll hear it on the radio and go, oh my God, that really was Ira Dean.
Yeah. Because I clean up good. I probably looked a little rough. We just flew in and I drove there, so.
And your arms are really tired, right?
I did. Yeah, yes, you get that kind of comedy here
On the podcast.
on the podcast, first ever podcast,
First ever video podcast.
video podcast.
If it works.
We're going global with this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Global.
Global.
Thank you, Ira Dean.
Hey, thank you.
And
Seriously.
hopefully many happy returns to the area, and best of luck with the new project.
Thank you.
We're liking it.
Good. I'm glad you are. Thank you, WOVK.
All right.
See that? I throw that in there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And everybody, if you walked in on the middle of this and you're not completely intimidated or turned off from it, you can probably find the rest of it on the Morning Madness page at WOVK.com. There's an audio podcast will be up there shortly. The video may take a little while longer.
Okay.
But, I mean, come on. Ira Dean
Rome
in
wasn't created in whatever
Ira
it
Dean
was.
in living color.
Yes.
Yes.
In HD.
HD.
High definition.
I'm not sure if that's HD or not.
It is not? Well,
Nah, I don't
3D.
know. 3D? It's not 3D.
Well, don't tell them that. If they're stupid enough to put the glasses on, they'll believe it's 3D. It's 3D. I'm coming right at you. Whoa!
All right. Thank you, Ira.
Thank you.
We've got the forecast in detail and a whole bunch more all coming up. I have no idea how long that is.
No.
It'll be fine. Dude, that was good.
Well, thank you.
That was fun.
It's fun. And
How do you stop this thing?
how does this thing work?
Okay, that's extreme close-up.
I know.
No little special extra nuggets here at the end of the podcast? Decent ones?
Today's show was brought to you by the letter Q. Remember Sesame Street? They
Yes.
always had a letter.
Why Q?
I don't know. It just came to me. I like it. Today's letters are WOVK. 13 cream pies. Remember that scene? Sorry, I've got ADD. Godzilla. Shouldn't have used...
And emotional scars from Sesame Street, apparently.
Yes.
Okay, we're done.
Good. Thank God. Turn it off!